I heard a statement years ago from Jim Rohn. He was a motivational speaker. He said, if you don't like where you are in life, move, change. You're not a tree. You're not rooted where you are. Hello everyone, my name's Jeff. I'm just out taking a walk today. Maybe we can connect on something right here if you relate to this. Anyway, I think a lot of us as people have felt like we were stuck in life. And we live in such a society today that it's fast-paced, microwave, high-speed internet, fast cars. You can be somewhere across the world and, within hours, a day or two. And we don't have very much patience. And we don't have very much patience with ourselves. And we want fast results. I mean, they're always trying to reinvent the wheel on weight loss. And always trying to reinvent the wheel on results that you get in life. And I know some things work better than others. But sometimes nothing works better than just good old-fashioned grit and hard work. And that's not always the easiest path to take. And now that I'm in my 50s, I've lived a lot of life, and I've lived a lot of life with some regrets, some decisions that I didn't really like. I made some decisions that ended up, having some long-term consequences. I didn't do some things that I wished I would have done when I was younger. And there's just something about being at this age and being at this point in my life, and you don't even have to be in your 50s to be at this point in your life. You can reach this point in your life when you're 20s and 30s, also in 40s, that you want some change. You want things to be different, but you may not know how to get there. You tried different things and it didn't work, or you tried different things and you gave up too easy. You wanted a career change and it just hasn't happened. You needed more income and it just hasn't happened. You wanted that relationship with your family, your spouse, your kids to be better, and it just hasn't happened. Well, there's a saying that I heard also several years ago, and I adopted this. And it's this right here. If you have a goal, you have something you want to see happen, what can you do each and every day to put you one step closer to that goal? And I'm talking about each and every day. There's going to be days that you're not going to feel like doing anything to reach those things in your life, because it's going to get hard. You're not going to see the results. You're not getting the reaction from things or people that you want, that you would like to see. And it can be very hard. It can be frustrating. You just want to give up and quit. Well, let me ask you this, or you can think about this. If you give up and quit, is that going to put you one step closer? Or are you still going to be running on that hamster wheel? 10 years from now, are you still going to be in the same spot? Are you still going to be in the same mindset that you are now? And when I'm saying all these things, guys, I'm talking to the guy that's looking in this camera right now, because this is the things I have to say to myself. These are the things I've had to do and apply to change some things in my life. Guys, 5 years ago, I hit a point in my life where I just absolutely did not know what was happening to me. I don't know whether it was a chemical change, whether it was just a change of life. I don't know. But I started trying to handle some things on my own, being the man, trying to say, I've got this, I can handle this, I don't need nobody. And then that got me nowhere. that might be in a very lonely state of mind. Even though I was around people, I felt like I was the loneliest person in a crowded room because I was withdrawing. And that was not where I wanted to be and who I wanted to be. So I had to grab myself by the seat of the britches and say, okay, Jeff, you don't want to be here in this state of mind. What are you going to do? This is not who you are. And I got to realizing, you're not doing things that you once enjoyed doing. And when you do them, you're not really enjoying it because you're in such a state of mind that you have no ambition about anything much. You're just going through the motions of life. You're just going to work, going home, being with your family some, and you just not really doing anything. Then you wake up a year later and you're still the same way. And I just kind of got to look at some things. Well, what can I do to change some things? What is it that I don't like right now about this situation in my life? Well, one thing, I'm a little overweight. What are you going to do about it? Well, I'm going to start getting out and walking like I'm doing right now. I'm going to try to eat a little better. I don't really like how I react to people or about certain situations. I let things get under my skin a little too much, and I take what people say to me sometimes a little bit too personal. I don't like that. Well, what are you going to do about it? I'm not going to take things so personal anymore. I'm going to step back from the situation and just kind of think about it for a minute. Is this harmful to me right now? Is this going to affect me the rest of my life? So there's just some things that I guess would call attitude. I don't know. The way you look at things. And the way we look at things in life affects us emotionally. It just affects us in a lot of different ways. And, sometimes we don't really know how we got to the place in life to where we got real lethargic or non-caring or just going through the motions. It just happens. I look at kids playing and I think, man, those kids out there playing have no worries in the world. And I told my kids this, as they've been growing up, I said, you are living the best time of your life. Mom and Daddy is providing the food for you. They're providing a roof over your head, and you have no responsibilities. You're just carefree and fancy free. The biggest responsibility you have is learning and going to school, and that's it. And the occasional chores that we give you to do around the house. I said, man, a lot of us say, man, if I could just go back and know what I know now. Well, what about this? You know what you know now. You know the experiences that life has given you. And I've had to say, Jeff, you know that. So why ain't you applying it now? It ain't too late. It's not too late. Live your life on purpose. Live your life with reasoning. Don't be a recluse. Don't shut people out. You're not a tree. If you don't like where you are, move. Change. Just my thought for today. If you like this kind of content, guys, hit that like and subscribe button and just let me know in the comments what you think. Good or bad, I'll take it all. Y'all have a good day.